Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Surviving the Abyss. It's episode 2. In episode 1 I have set up the beginnings of this base. We have some generators, we have a couple of habitats, and we have what we came here to do, or at least the beginning of it, a cloning lab. Our objective is to clone a human using the genetic system, and by using the genome sequencer you can get any kind of resource that you have, any kind of genome, and potentially generate a generalist. So potentially we can get somebody out of it, but there might be mutations. Mutations are not good for clones. So today we're gonna go on and find additional habitats, additional potential genomes that we can use, and make sure that we use those to try and up our chances of getting more clones. Well, functional clones at that. First, I'm gonna have to go and upgrade the amount of oxygen that I'm getting, because right now I am very much on the edge of it. I don't believe there is much of an upgrade beyond this one. It is expensive though. It increases the output of the oxygen generator by 20%, but it costs you 90. Still, I think that is worth it, so let's wait for that, and let's get that output upgrade, because I don't exactly have the crew. I don't exactly have any crew members that I can actually use. Now, the deposits over here are mostly empty. There's still some iron in there, but my iron deposits, or my iron stash, is full. So what I want to do is focus on getting these genomes and focus on getting additional crew members out, because my crew appears to be my limiting factor right now. So let's explore a bit more. Let's go and set up a new light tower. Bring some light to the darkness. Fortunately, those things don't need power. And let's get a... Sorry, they don't need crew, they do need power. There. My steel is dropping, and I'm not actually gathering any. So, rather quickly, I'm gonna have to look into getting the furnace, the alloy furnace, to try and put additional iron into steel. Which does mean I won't be able to use that oxygen thing, or the oxygen upgrade, and this does require oxygen. So getting more crew is definitely going to be paramount. Seeing as I have a lot of coal, I'm going to reassign some people and give them some other tasks, because right now I have quite a lot of power, but not necessarily enough. So I'm going to pull Caitlin Wiley from the coal generator to the oxygen, to the coal generator to get more power. Wait, did I pull her from the wrong one? Yeah, sorry, I pulled her from the wrong one. I need to pull them currently employed in... Where is it? The coal extractor. Here we go. Now we got enough power again. This thing's coming online, but I don't know if I can power that. Yeah, I can. Okay, so what do we got here? Rosefish. Alright. Let's deploy another fauna trap on that. It only costs steel, but it does cost the majority of my steel. Thankfully, I'm getting some of it. There's concrete over there. What are my other resource deposits here? There's quartz glass over there. Very much interested in getting steel. But I don't know if there's any more out here. Yeah, there's a bit. Not that much, but hopefully enough. Let's prioritize that with the unassigned submarine. And let's get this fauna trap over here. What's this? More spider crabs. No, I'm gonna go for rosefish. So we're gonna set this thing up. And let's see if we can actually get some functioning clones out there. Overseer, our steel supplies are running low. The deposits of scrap steel won't last forever. If we want to continue this mission, we'll need to start mining iron ore and converting it into steel in an alloy furnace. Yes, build your first alloy furnace and create steel. Fine, however, I first want to make sure that we have enough oxygen to do that. So let's get the oxygen upgrade, and that should push out the amount of oxygen that I'm getting. Not by great amounts, but it does mean that I don't have to build another one of these, which should be good. Okay, so this thing's getting built. Now that we're going to have 2 samples, that might up the chances of getting some better cloning. Now, you can just throw in a whole bunch of the same sample, and that will give you a higher chance of generating one of your new generalists. But the problem is, they are not exactly very biologically diverse. So what I want to do is try and get one of these rose fish in. You can also apparently get better bait, which might up the rate at capture, but I'm not sure about that. I'm going to try and get a bit more genetic diversity in there, and I hope it's still compatible enough to get a better genome. There we go. 14% for a generalist. But 8% of mutations. Well, 8% chance, that is. So, yeah, it's not ideal. It's going to potentially cause more issues than it's worth. But it's what we have right now. Alright, the tech tree. We're going to need a lot more research per day. And I'm very eager to get my crew member back in 9 days so I can put him back to work, close down the hospital, because until I need this guy, or until I need the building, I can just turn it offline, which would also save me some oxygen and would also save me some power, both of which are in fairly short supply. Now, seeing as I have this thing anyway, I want to wait until I have another rosefish sample and just start sequencing, because I don't really have anything else to do. I am in need of conductive materials for the next stage of my research. This could really open the door for how we send power around the base. I can make do with lower quality metals, but I believe this could really make a difference. I can give you iron. I don't exactly have copper, so you're going to have to make... Well, you're going to have to use the iron for it. Ah, 50 data points. Excellent. Excellent. That's going to give me the resources that I need to get this thing unlocked, the alloy furnace. I do believe it might be somewhat expensive, however. It's going to cost me 15 concrete, which is not a problem. It's going to take 1 oxygen and 3 energy. The oxygen I have, the energy I do not. Nevertheless, it has to get built. In order to keep progressing. The problem is, where am I going to find the energy? I could just power off the coal extractor for now. I'm not generating, or I'm not getting enough coal. It's not as easy as turning off a submarine, though. Let's get another rosefish in here. It's a 50-50 chance that it's going to work. Begin the cloning. 4 minutes, and we'll know whether that worked out or not. 7 more days. Okay, I want this thing built. I just don't want it powered. Because I don't have the juice for that. No crew in the darkness for 25 days. That's good. I hope they're going to be happy about that. Now, let's see what else I can find using my sonar tower. Because I believe that there were some points of interest. I'm wondering if there are more habitats that I haven't discovered. Yeah, only low. Oh, hold on. Medium here. These things are free. So that makes it really interesting to just keep pumping them out. Insofar as, of course, you're not already knowing about that particular area. 2 items found. What did you get? Some habitats, we just don't know what. It's a common one, and it's abundant. That's the abundant, and then that is the common. It's not that far away. It's only, well, from the camera, I mean, it's 500 meters. I just can't see it. That's the problem. I cannot see it. Now, please tell me that this is going to actually yield some humans, because I need more crew. Here we go. We've done it. We have a clone. A successful clone. Glenn Stockdale is now one of our newest crew members. He didn't exist before. The issue, however, is I don't know what his lifespan is going to be. Yeah, 48 days, most likely, or hours, but I hope days. Let's see what else comes up. Greetings, Overseer. This is the command station once again. Congratulations on your first success. This is the first partially successful human clone in almost 3 years. This, however, is just the beginning. These crew will have limited lifespan, So we're surely going to need more. Expand the population to 20. Very good. Let's just continue cranking out more of these guys. So Glenn's going to die in 48 days. That is less than ideal, but it does mean that I'll be able to start cranking out some crew. So let's ensure we have another coal generator. And after that thing is done, I can start getting my alloy foundry online and potentially work on the deposit there, the concrete extraction point, because my concrete, surely but slowly, is withering away. And I do believe that I've used most of it, except for the mining relay over there. Still a bit of iron and a bit of coal in there, but it's not like I can really use it. A mining sub is idle, so let's put it to use over there. Build this one up. And, well, just keep cranking out more people, please. I just don't know what all of these mutations are going to cause. Might not be great. Crew relations. What is that? I haven't seen that before. What does the crew want? Because I suppose that they're going to have some issues. The needs of the crew. How well am I doing with them? We've got some unemployed, some unhoused there. Yeah. So, in this case, there's one unemployed and they're pissed off about that. There's also a generator without a power line. It's not just that, it also comes without a tunnel to get to it, so I don't believe it's running in the first place. Oh, I thought I had it decently well positioned. Guess not. What the hell? Can I not make this into a junction? What do you mean? I don't want to destroy the whole thing. Okay, we'll just tunnel from here to there then. And just for future expansion efforts, I'm going to set up a junction here. That should make it a bit easier to connect further tunnels. There. The tunnel network is an absolute mess, but for now it does work. The problem, however, is we don't actually have any crew, or at least not enough, so I'm still not generating enough power. So, does that mean that our new guy flowed here? No. Also, I cannot really keep this up for too long, because I'm using more coal than I'm actually gathering. There was research that I could do to fix that, and that's the coal efficiency upgrade. It's going to make it use 20% less coal, so that might be something I want to look into. And that should hopefully get this back under control. Ah, there we go, cloning complete. Another 48 life cycle woman, I'm not even sure, has been created. Crash. So it is working. I'm just not sure if it's gonna work out well enough if we just go full rosefish, because it's going to give me more and more mutations, and I don't know what the effect of that is going to be. Oh, you're hovering around iron, but there's no iron to get. Copy that. Well, that's not true. It's not like there's no iron to get, it's just that they cannot deposit it. This guy's idle. Okay. So, alloy furnace, check. I just need to ensure it has the crew members. Then, expand the population to 20. We should be arriving at that momentarily. And then, unlock tier 2 of tech. So first, let's get that tech upgraded right now. The coal efficiency one. It's going to make these things a bit less hungry. And that should fix it. Means that I might be able to pull away another one from the coal extractor. And otherwise, I might be able to just push more clones into my power plants. And I don't mean literally, I mean figuratively as workers. Frank. Yep, there we go. Frank now works here. 15 buildings with unsafe air quality. Place polluting buildings on separate oxygen networks to reduce their impact. Oh. So that's a thing. I believe this thing is one of the culprits. It's not doing me any favors. So if you want to push this to a different oxygen network, you're going to have to give it a separate oxygen generator. Lovely. There is also research that can do it. It was... oxygen... yeah, the purifier. Air quality plus 10. It also needs no crew. That's really beneficial. It needs only 2 power and 1 oxygen. More interestingly, I now have enough to turn this thing online, but it's going to cause a lot of pollution to the air. That's bad. That's really bad. Air quality right now is only 69%, and that's going to take a big hit. So maybe I should destroy this, but I'm only going to get 7 concrete back. Crap. It's going to take, yeah, it's half. Get about half. That's not ideal. Still, I could make this into a sort of separate system, but I would have to go with a separate oxygen system as well. And now I understand when you're going to need the docks. Because you're going to be able to get your submarines to move crew between sections of the base, if you will. Like a production section and a research section. So I think it's more likely that I'll have to research the additional air purifier before I do anything else. The first clones have been a partial success. Mutation in the genetic sequence means their lifespans are shortened. So we'll need to clone a steady supply to ensure the facility remains functional. This is exactly the start we were hoping for. The sacrifice you are making is a great benefit for humanity. Very good. Let's continue then. What else? Overseer, before the construction of the central hub, our scouting units spotted a number of nearby biomes which are likely to contain new species and resources we need to further our research. Kelp forests. Our scans indicate the presence of aluminium here, which is vital for our more advanced construction efforts, along with species which may help us push the boundaries of our cloning tech. And coral reefs appear to have a good amount of resources and species. Right, so in order to get that, in order to go out there and explore that, I still need to get the submarine factory, which is going to take another 2 crew members. And I'm already kind of short. I don't know how many I can house here. 10? 4. And the rest of them live here, I suppose. It doesn't say that I don't have enough beds. The game's not protesting that. But it seems like it's a bit low to just have, like, 4 people in here. Yeah, 4. Okay. Right, let's wait for some more research to come up, and then go after that air purifier. After a while, I get this pop-up. Overseer, the system has flagged the personal log of clone Margaret Stockdale. They're a generalist about to perform a dangerous experiment on themselves. The logs indicate that they wish to clone themselves in an attempt to remove the genetic mutations afflicting them. Clearly, this is outside of the normal process. It is advised that we intervene before they damage something. If she's a generalist, I'm not going to let her tamper with her own DNA. So no. They're furious their privacy was invaded, and even angrier they'll be unable to attempt to reclone themselves. They said that you, and you alone, have condemned them to die prematurely before they can prove their theory and remove mutation for the whole crew. They asked how you sleep at night, knowing there's blood on your hands. Well, I'm overseeing an advanced genetic research facility. I think I'll be fine. Anyway, now we're going to look into our housing issue. This is going to take oxygen, which I am generating, but it's going to be the last bit. So it's not stellar that I am already running out of this stuff. But hey ho, this is what we get. At least we have enough power. Oh boy. Step beyond. Is that debuff that I just got? From the one who's trying to clone themselves? No batches. Oh, it's because we already have 4 clones or something. Respiratory problems. Oh boy. That's not good. Okay, so we got juice. It's not letting me do any more. That's interesting. So I guess we're kind of limited in the amount... Oh, never mind. I was running out of sequences. Let's go full rosefish. 32 mutations. Jesus. The alternative is go with the safer spider crabs. Less mutations, so potentially a longer lifespan, but there's still less chance to actually make it work. Oh well, let's hope that that's going to crank out some more useful people. And I still need to work on that respirator problem. The crew is not too happy about how the situation is going down. Let's see how the rest of the resource is doing. Food's okay. We've got a decent amount of genomes. Population, yeah, fine. We're still gathering concrete from here. And I would love to turn this thing on, but I don't have the O2 for that. I see how this thing is going to be a challenge, this game, because you're constantly looking for resources and you're constantly locked by any of either, well, most likely power or oxygen or both. And because of that, you're constantly in a struggle for the survival of your whole colony. Wait, depleted? Oh. We mined all of these guys, didn't we? Or were we just full? Yeah, I think we might be full. Oh well. Let's see what research could be useful here. Not the docks, no. 60. We got 50. Okay. With the basic air purifier now researched, I find that I am unable to use it. Why? Because I don't actually have any aluminium. So I need to find aluminium first, and that is going to be an interesting challenge. Where is the aluminium? Because I don't know. There is a sea mine over there in the brine pool, but what I'm actually looking for are coral reefs and kelp forest. I believe the kelp forests had aluminium? Or was that the coral reef? Let's go for the kelp forests. So that is going to be quite a ways off. We also got the common, yeah. Crap. How likely is it that I'm going to be able to get to that coral reef? Do we know how far away that is? Does the game tell me? Because I'm over there. Do I even have the right orientation at the moment? Because I got 2 light pillars over there. I think I might be looking at it the wrong way. Like this? Yeah, probably. So I need to head this way. No, the other way. To go to the coral reef or the kelp forest. Oh, it's too far away. Okay, let's push north, if you can call it that. With the light tower. I don't like the position that much because it's going to take a ton of steel to connect the thing. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to do it either way. And steel is something that I might be able to find here and there, but it's still a relatively rare resource up until the point where I can actually use my facility that makes it, the alloy furnace. As for coal, I could turn this thing off temporarily, freeing up some power, and the other element that I need, which is air quality. So let's turn this thing offline and bring this thing online. So I can start generating some more steel for myself. Using all of that iron that I've completed, or that I've mined. Let's see what the light is going to bring here. Can we find the kelp forest with this thing? No, we're getting there, but we're still a bit off. It is progress, however. 21 have respiratory issues, yeah, I know. But I don't exactly know how the game wants me to put this on a separate cycle. Because it says you can just put it on separate cycles. Let's see. Does it have any recommendations? Air quality. Primary way for the players to manage their air quality is separate networks. Players can do this using docks, yeah, see? Anytime a new network is created, the docks will allow for the transportation of crew between networks. Yeah. So I am going to have to do that anyway, in order to not have everything polluted. And coal generators are not exactly beneficial to the air quality. So what I could do is build another O2 gen, put that like over there, and have that power everything but the whole pollution network. The problem is, the network here is going to be absolutely disastrous because of the air quality that the alloy furnace and the coal mine are throwing up. So I'm probably going to have to go with a couple of different networks, one being a power network, one being a resource network, and maybe one being a extractor network, which sucks, but it's what we have to do to make sure the crew can survive. Because beyond that, they're probably not too happy about the air quality, which I understand. Now, seeing as I built the additional light tower and I'm getting closer to my objective, let's continue doing that. So rotate the cam again and see if I can make it all the way over there. I think that's about as far as it'll go. That's bye-bye to another 5 power. I don't exactly like it, but at least we're generating our own steel for now. And the mining submarines are bringing in more iron. So it's progress, albeit at a hefty price. As for further research projects, I think the next one that I'm going to have to do is the docks. Because I need to get those separate networks. Mining relays are saying, oh, we don't have any additional resources here. Which, I think it automatically dismantles that once the resources are done. So that's good. Let's put a mining sub on this. And the other one there. We do have a decent amount of concrete, so I can put up an additional one. Oh, biome discovered. So that would be the kelp forest then. A paleo crab. Interesting. So, show me. We are now in the coral reef. Stock needed is coal. A very rare environment in the abyssal layer lit by bioluminescent life forms. Lots of locked available resources. And in order to scout those out, I'm probably going to have to use a sonar tower. Problematic is that that is going to cost me 12 steel, which I barely have. Nevertheless, if I want to use this, I'm going to have to actually get this thing built to figure out what resources there are. It would be a risky endeavor to try and expand our main base to this new biome. Instead, we could set up an outpost and establish a second base of operations. Build an outpost in a nearby biome and connect it to the transport network by building a docks. Right. So that's going to be fun. Let's get that going. Let's get the docks. And then the next research that I'm going to do is an outpost. So the game is forcing you slowly but steadily to go through that. Malnourished. Oh crap. Health reduced by 33% because they're all eating shitty food. Oh crap. That is my food plant. This one. I can't exactly boost the quality of the food here. And the alternative is to start eating the local wildlife. So to start getting the protein harvester. But that's another 30 research. Bloody hell. This thing done yet? No. I'm gonna see what's out here. There is a bunch of steel out there. I'm a big fan of steel. Mining relay. There's a lot of steel, in fact. There's one there. There's a lot of iron. Loads and loads of iron. We're gonna have to wait for the sonar tower to figure out what else comes up. Boom. Resource beacon, please. High amount of resources. Cool. Scan that. Give me a fuel beacon as well. Low, none. Basically none. POIs? Medium. Medium. There. And here. Might be overlapping, but that's fine. Concrete deposit. Yeah, we're finding all sorts of points of interest. Sea mine, a sunken submarine. A recently sunken submarine. Its hull's been punctured. By what? I wonder. There's also a decimated whale. And giant coral. Teeming with wildlife. The people are unhappy that all our food is low quality. Some of the crew are becoming aggressive over food rations. What should we do? I have 2 days of food. I cannot just give them more. I can promise to provide more high quality food soon. It's gonna take me 10 food. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to fix this. Otherwise, we're going to have potentially a revolt. What? There's one resource submarine that's idle. Why can I not assign it? Interesting. Right. I guess we have tons more to do. Tons more stuff that we need to fix. Tons more stuff that we need to handle. Let's first get a handle on that food issue. So let's start using the protein harvester. Because that, ideally, will generate high quality food. Must be constructed on an active habitat. So let's place that there. And I believe that they work together at the same time, but I'm not sure. This is spider crab, and this is the higher quality gear, the rosefish. These are both abundant. And of course they need 2 power. And they need 2 oxygen. Yeah, no, like I have oxygen spare. We're 7.8 kilometers underwater. I don't have oxygen to spare at all. How am I gonna get all that stuff? They're malnourished, respiratory problems, and a lot of unsafe air quality. Gotta love it. Well, that looks like I have plenty of problems to solve in episode 3. Hope you guys will join me then. Let me know what your thoughts are now, down below in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.